What is up, y'all? Today we are going to be doing the shot deck challenge. We've seen this in years past. Today's the day we're gonna do it. I was reminded about the project about 2 days ago. So we picked a shot. I'll show it on screen now. We're gonna do this shot from Saltburn. I'm gonna bring you guys with me and we're gonna create some cool content for you guys and for ourselves because we want to win. So before we actually go and get into shooting this shot, I kind of want to break down the shot, why we chose it, and some of the difficulties we're gonna have while recreating it. So we chose this shot because one, it's dynamic, and two, there is a lot of elements that we're gonna have to recreate, and it is gonna be quite difficult. First of all, the window shadows here are gonna be difficult to recreate. You can see that the window is kind of not perfect. It's an old window, so we have some rough lines and it's dirty. And there are two windows that are the same right next to each other, so getting that is going to be really difficult. Also, there is a shadow of a head in here. That's going to be difficult to recreate as well with whatever option we go for recreating this window shadow. On to set design, we got a red carpet, so we got to go out and get a red carpet. We got to get cigarettes, we got to get the right cigarette casing, and then we got to get the clothes up in the right corner, a little red shirt and a striped shirt. And then we got to get this basin of clothes in there as well. And then for our talent, we got to get a white guy who's skinny with hair, clean shaven. We got to make him a bit sweaty, and then we got to give him bracelets. He's got to be holding a cigarette. And then I think we're actually going to recreate the mole on his chest there. So with the carpet, there are these little white specks there. So we're going to have to do our best to kind of recreate whatever that is, maybe using paper towel or something, and just getting those specks perfectly in the right spot. We also need to add some fill to the image because, you know, it's not just the windows, it's kind of bouncing off around the walls around them in the room. We don't have a room, we have a warehouse, so we need to fill the image with some sort of bounce or light or maybe even house lights. But so yeah, I just wanted to detail the shot, how we're gonna do it, how we think we're gonna do it, some of the challenges we're gonna face on the way. So let's head to the warehouse and start shooting this. As you guys see in the reference image, it's a red carpet. So Brandon went ahead and purchased a red carpet, and dude, this thing looks spot on.
I know, dude.
But now the tough part is getting the lighting spot on. So we've got a fake window here. That's gonna be our sun. That's a Source 4 Eleiko. A little bit harder than we thought, but we'll make it work. Our window frame isn't really doing what we want it to do. The shadows are a bit tricky. We are recreating a window on a mirror. So we're gonna try and reflect light through the mirror, back down onto the carpet. We're gonna hit the first test, the Eleiko, bouncing it onto the mirror over here.
I'm gonna end up being there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's working.
Okay.
Fake windows are set up. We're gonna dial each one in, giving us a nice little reflection.
I wanna win!
We're just using one Eleiko at the moment, blasting on the both, going down like this. And then we need to get a top down, so we have a little step up ladder here. And we're gonna do some freaky stuff to get the correct angle. All right, we are still dialing the angle, getting some of the props ready. Brandon is up there.
Bro, I hate this. Buy a hi-hat tomorrow. I wanna win!
This is our Eleiko. For some reason, someone can tell me why, when we cut off with a hard source like a chair or an object, it really focuses it, and I don't know why. Still getting the angle. You'd be surprised how difficult this was to do. In our reference image, there's a shadow in the window. And so what we did is we got a doll baby and put him in the window, and it's perfect.
We gotta tape up the baby.
Oh, we're gaffing its hands behind its back.
They're making weird shadows.
This is great. I wanna win!
We're just finishing dressing the props, and yeah, it's looking pretty good, pretty close.
I forgot the prop cigarettes.
We're almost finished setting up now. We got the clothes in here, we got the darts in here. We're flashing the darts with a little red gel because we didn't get a red ash catcher. So make it a little bit red using a light. So practical. We printed out a little label for the darts because that's an English brand and we live in America. And if you can see, I added little specks of white things because in the reference images, they're there. These specks are literally in the perfect positions as the reference image. So,
And see these thicker lines?
Yep.
In the reference, these lines on the borders are just as thick, and we added tape to mimic that perfectly.
Just a little overview of the setup. We got camera up there, kind of a sketchy setup, but that's the top-down angle. And then we got the Eleiko shining through 2 chairs because that makes it more in focus for some reason. It is shining into these shiny boards, mirrors, and the tape is placed specifically to make it look like a window, and a not perfect window, because in the shot, the window does not look perfect. And so there's extra tape added places, and then we spat on it, put a bunch of stuff on it just to kind of make it look irregular. And then the baby for the shadow. Oh, there she goes. As you can see, the little specks of white stuff on the carpet is pretty much exactly how the shot is. We got the cigarettes, we got the cigarette tray, and we got a little red spotlight mount going on that because we couldn't find a red one. We got the clothes here, and then we got the clothes here. We got the red Komodo, and we got the DoLens vintage PL mount lenses. Those are great lenses. They're kind of soft, they're kind of vintage. That's why we went with those. And that's a little overview on the camera, but that's the setup. Kind of a crazy setup. This took us like 2 hours to do, but yeah. So we're gonna run a few different variations of the shot right now. All right, we're rolling on the shot now. Baby in play, cool?
That's it.
All right.
Bro,
Are you sure? Run it back.
it's 1 frame. Are you sure?
All right, we got the shot.
Shout out, Mole.
Oh yeah, we added a fake mole.
Because we're committed to the craft.
We're committed to
And
the
this
cause.
guy shaved everything.
He shaved
just
everything.
for this frame.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, they're cool.
Boom. Let's go,
Yes, sir.
boys. Now 2.5 hours of setup for a 30-second shot.
1 frame?
A 1
I
frame
wish it
shot.
was 30 seconds.
Yeah. Alrighty. We just wrapped up this Shot Deck challenge. We finished wrapping up all the camera equipment, but huge shout out to Shot Deck for putting this competition on for cinematographers like us. It's a huge opportunity, and it's a good reason to get out there and create something cool, something different, something we've never done before. So huge shout out to those guys. Stay tuned for more videos, obviously. If you're watching this on YouTube, fingers crossed we make it into the gold, make it first place, or at least top 3. We worked very hard on this. It was harder than expected to recreate this shot. Definitely like 2.5 hour setup for 1 frame. It's a bit daunting, but it's okay. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for following our journey, and peace out, guys.